Hey YouTube, welcome to the channel. My name is Rich, and today we are out for some throttle therapy. Today we're going to be bringing you a video here from the back roads of Lake City, Florida, as I make a run to one of my favorite stores, Tractor Supply. The name of the channel is Rich the Return Rider. For all of you guys that's here for the first time, thanks for tuning in. For all of you folks that are return viewers, I appreciate you coming back. For those that subscribe to the channel, appreciate the support. For you folks that haven't yet subscribed, guys, hit that subscribe button so we can keep some of this content going. Guys, as you can see here next to me, my neighbor has just finished building his house. The community is quickly developing. But that is going to be a whole different video. Anyway, let's get out here, do a little bit of U-turns before I get going, while we have a conversation about the topic at hand, riding at 50 or over 50. Now, I was inspired to do this video by one of the commenters. I think it's the video why I bought the Honda Goldwing, or the Generation 6 Honda Goldwing, mentioning getting back into riding at the age of 62 after not riding from 1986. Here it is again, guys, another return rider. And what I have to say to this gentleman is, you are about to appreciate riding a motorcycle like you have never done in the past. Also recently watched a video with a young lady that started her YouTube channel, and she started to ride at the age of 50. And the name of her channel is Ginger Dash. And she had her whole story on how she decided to get a motorcycle at the age of 50 after her son had grown up and went into the military. I just subscribed to her channel. Love her story, love the way she presents things. But is having the time of her life. Says she got tired of riding on the back of other people's motorcycles and asked herself the question, well, what stops me from being able to control my own destiny? Now folks, I was hoping to get out here a little bit when the sun was a little bit higher, but it's now 7 o'clock in the afternoon. Beautiful day. It's 76 degrees, almost perfect. A lot of you folks out there talk about how boring it is to ride in Florida, but I refer to it as therapeutic. Some of the views and the scenes of riding in these back roads of the country, it just doesn't get more relaxing and therapeutic than that, guys. But anyway, let's get back to the topic at hand. Riding over 50. Now, in my case, I have returned to riding a motorcycle. I was over 50, this is 2023. For you guys that's new to the channel, when the pandemic came about, I got back into riding, bought my M109R, and today we are on the Generation 6 Honda Goldwing. And I gotta tell you folks, it has been an absolute thrill. So, to that commenter, I haven't rode a motorcycle since the 80s. So many things have changed. Not the fundamentals, but the availability of information that is out there, thanks to the different social networks and medias. But what I'm going to do here is make a little comparison between riding now. Now, I am actually 59 years old. And I gotta tell you, I feel great, guys. 50 is the new 30. And in not 1 year, in a couple of months, when I turn that big 6-0, I'm hoping to be able to tell you that 60 is the new 40. But I am having the time of my life. And I don't quite remember in my 20s and 30s of motorcycle being as much fun as it is today. But the difference between that young rider or that younger rider, because like I said, I was in my late 20s when I started riding, is that the mentality has changed. Now, for my friends and family around me that doesn't ride motorcycles, it's hard to explain this passion to them. I worked with a lady last night while I was on my job that just don't understand the reason for riding a motorcycle, the thrill. But I gotta tell you, years ago I would have spent a lot more time trying to convince her that it's not that bad. But when you reach a certain age, you don't care what people think. That 28 or 29-year-old, when I purchased that first motorcycle, was concerned of what everyone thought of it. ZX600R, you know, I saw all the other bikes around me that were bigger and faster motorcycles, and always kept telling myself, I want this bike. I was always a fan of that bike or Hayabusa. When you get into your latter years, you make decisions and you don't apologize for or explain or feel like you have to justify the choice that you make. What I realize is every motorcycle rider that I'm affiliated with today, older motorcycle riders, have now pretty much purchased their dream bikes, the bike they want. You see, when you're younger, you buy the bike you can afford, and you're always looking to upgrade that motorcycle. Once you reach a certain age, guys, and I'm going to say the age of 50 and beyond, you buy the motorcycle you want and you customize it to be exactly what you want it to be. And you are unapologetic about any choice or any decision you make. For every rider that I meet, whether he is on a BMW, a Goldwing, Indian, Harley Davidson, feel like the motorcycle that they own is the best motorcycle out there. You know, it's interesting to watch people show you and tell you about their motorcycle, all the great things about it, what makes that motorcycle the ultimate motorcycle for them. And you know what? They're not wrong. I have a YouTuber that I've met, became a friend of, riding and wrenching, Q. He believes that the motorcycle he had is the best motorcycle that Harley Davidson ever made, and he says it with conviction. I think that's the Street Glide, if I'm not mistaken. Now, folks, you're going to realize the older generation don't seem to give a damn what nobody else think about the choices they make, and they believe their choice is the ultimate choice. So if I'm giving you guys a little bit of views of the back roads of Lake City here, guys, guys and gals, sorry. Also had a commenter recently tell me that when I talk about the brotherhood of motorcycling, to make sure I include the sisterhood also. So I got to be careful with how I address the audience. But yeah, folks, when I look into the analytics of my YouTube channel, I can see in that 50 to 60-year-old range seem to be the targeted audience. And it is awesome to imagine folks riding these motorcycles into their latter years and enjoying this awesome passion. I was watching, again, you notice I watch a lot of YouTube, folks. A lot of information, hopefully positive information, comes from the channels. I don't watch a lot of negative stuff. I don't believe in, sorry ladies, didn't mean to interrupt your run. Hello. Yeah. But as I was watching Mo's Motorcycle Journey, another YouTuber preparing a motorcycle, fixing up an older motorcycle for his dad. His dad is still riding a motorcycle at 80 years old. I mentioned in one of my videos, I met a gentleman down at Harley Davidson doing some mods of stage kits and stuff like that. 84 years old, riding strong with the most beautiful motorcycle that I have ever seen that wasn't specifically customed. But the biggest fascination for me was that this guy still looks strong and still look in great shape and is riding at 84 years old. Did the Jerry Palladino ride like a pro class with one other gentleman that was learning to ride his motorcycle in his 70s. If you go to Jerry Palladino channel and you watch All Bikes Are Welcome, it was just me and one other student that showed up in that specific class, and this guy was in his 70s and still doing those classes. I saw a video with him the other day at probably 72 years old also. The key thing here, guys, is keeping your mind, body, and soul in great shape so you can do this sport at a later year. So you can enjoy this passion of riding motorcycles. 60 is the new 40. 50 is the new 30. I guess 80 might be the new 50. But it is awesome to hear folks getting back into riding motorcycles. You know, my family members always ask me, what the hell are you doing riding a motorcycle or getting back into riding at this later years? I had to tell them I'm more prepared to ride a motorcycle now than I ever was. You know, I realize the consequences are real. So taking the chances that I would have taken when I was 24 years old, I'm just not going to take today. Taking the training classes serious, I am just prioritizing that stuff. You know, minimizing the risks and enjoying the rewards is what this journey is all about, folks. No hesitation in riding into my latter years. Congratulations for Cycle Fanatics, another YouTuber. Bought a Hayabusa and had comments on his channel as to why the hell he's buying a sports bike at his latter years. Well, I gotta tell you folks, I'm right there with him. Was encouraged by one of his videos to get back in the gym, work out, get in better shape, and a lot of that is so I could enjoy as I'm going into my retirement years all the things that I'm passionate about. And jumping on Ruby or any other motorcycle that I may have is a big inspiration and a motivation for me to get in shape. And you never know, folks, I was always a big fan of that Hayabusa. Someday I might be adding something like that to my collection, and I might be in my 60s when I'm doing it. It's all good. Anyway, folks, I'm going to wrap this video up, getting ready to come to my destination here. And you know what I'm going to say. Get out on these motorcycles, practice emergency braking, the parking lot drills, the advanced low speed maneuvers, all the things to keep us safe into our latter years on these beastly pieces of machine. It's better that you drop your bike on the concourse or in a parking lot than to crash them out there in the streets, guys. Rich, out on Ruby, the 2019 Honda Gold, Generation 6, and I am out. Let's get away from the regular parking spaces. Thanks for watching. Later.